Hey everybody, this is Mark with At the Table Worship, and I want to share with you a new video series we're going to start releasing called Songs from the Wine Cellar. Now, years and years ago, the Lord gave me this vision of a wine cellar that was in heaven, and I saw all these bottles of wine that were being stored in this wine cellar in heaven. Yet, these bottles of wine were actually spiritual encounters, songs, moments of time where people encountered His presence that were stored up in these bottles of wine. In fact, he said there were specific vintage years that really touched his heart. And a vintage year for a vineyard is basically the year the grapes were harvested. And I felt like the Lord said there were moments of time when King David encountered His presence in the tabernacle that were stored up in these bottles of wine. There's moments of time when King Solomon encountered the glory of God that are stored up in these bottles of wine. I felt like the Lord said in my life and in other people's lives, there were these moments of time where we encountered His presence, where we wrote songs, and they were stored. Now those things are stored up in these bottles of wine. And He said we can access those bottles of wine now, and that people can encounter and experience the presence of God the way we did in those moments. And so we're going to start releasing these individual songs. Some of these songs we've written years ago and actually recorded on video. And He said just release those old videos. Some of the songs are new wine songs. He said record them raw, record them acoustically, record them in the living room, record them outside. Just begin to open up those bottles of wine and pour them out now, that people can encounter His presence now the way that we encountered His presence in those times. And so look for Songs from the Wine Cellar to be coming out soon. I also want to remind you that we've already released Volume 1, Lovesick, and which is At the Table Worship Volume 1, Lovesick, and we're about to release the second volume of that project in the near future. The Lord also said to release soaking videos and healing videos, and we've already started releasing those. And also, I've also have a school of worship that we have online classes that you could take for piano, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And so I encourage you to go to atthetableworship.com, click on the courses tab, and you can sign up for those lessons that I've recorded on video. So anyway, look forward to you hearing songs from the Wine Cellar and all the other projects that we're going to be releasing.